fact, notice the prophecy that we find in Psalm 16, verses 8 through 10. This is not just something off the top of my head. The Bible teaches it. It says in Psalm 16, verses 8 through 10, this is a messianic prophecy. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad and my glory rejoices. My flesh also, notice, my flesh also will what? Will rest in hope. What happened with the flesh of Jesus? It what? It rested in hope. Why did it rest in hope? For you will not leave my soul in Sheol. I like the New International Version. It says, you will not abandon me to the grave, nor will you allow your Holy One to see corruption or decay, as it says in the New International Version. What happened when Jesus was put in the tomb? His body did not see what? Decay. What would have happened with a normal body? It would have begun the process of what? Of decomposition. But not the body of Jesus, because he was the living manna. In other words, what God was trying to teach was this, that when Jesus rested in the tomb on the Sabbath of Exodus chapter 16, his body would see no corruption because he was the living manna. The emphasis falls upon the fact that he was going to rest on Sabbath from his works of redemption, and his flesh would not see corruption. In fact, let's notice the fulfillment of this as it's given in Acts chapter 2, verses 25 to 27 and verse 31. Acts 2, 25 to 27. Here, Psalm 16 that I just read is quoted. For David says concerning him, I foresaw the Lord always before my face, for he is at my right hand that I may not be shaken. Therefore my heart rejoiced and my tongue was glad. Moreover, this is Peter preaching on the day of Pentecost. Moreover, my flesh also will rest in hope. What was going to happen with the flesh of Jesus? It was going to what? Rest in hope. Notice, I'm reading from the NIV. You will not leave me in the grave, nor will you allow your Holy One to see decay. And then verse 31 explains what was meant by this. Seeing what was ahead, David spoke of the resurrection of the Christ, that he was not abandoned to the grave, nor did his body see decay. Was God trying to teach that the body of Jesus was going to rest in the tomb on Sabbath and it was not going to decompose? Absolutely. So did Jesus do the same after he redeemed the human race as what he had done after creating the human race? Absolutely. What did he do? He rested on the seventh day. The whole seventh day, because he was put in the tomb before the Sabbath began. And he remained in the tomb all day Sabbath. Some Christians say, well, I prefer Sunday because, Sunday was a happy day and the Sabbath was a sad day. It's amazing what kind of rational arguments people will come up with. The fact is that that Sabbath should have never been a sad day, because Jesus had told them that he was going to go to Jerusalem, he was going to die, and he was going to resurrect the third day. If they'd listened to him, that day would have been a day of glorious anticipation. They would have understood that Jesus, the sixth day, said, I have finished the work of redemption. They would have said, now he's resting in the tomb. He said he's going to resurrect tomorrow. That would have been a day of joyous anticipation. And by the way, Sunday was no happy day, because the night of Sunday, the disciples didn't even believe that Jesus had resurrected. So how could they be happy?